Dove on high.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Smack just released John the Don vs. Hitman Holla Summer Madness 2 breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it right away. Alright, Hitman Holla's first round was fucking incredible. I mean, crazy. It's some of the best shit this year for all round, for me at least. That shit was incredible. I can't even mention all the bars, all the shit he said in that first round. The whole JC scheme, JC was the last part, it was nasty. That whole, always mention all those rookies, that shit was nasty. Dope. The point blank range, knock his brains out, reload with the same bullets that came out of him, that shit was dope. My favorite bar probably from him in the first round was he's PG. No wonder John stock 10, because you know, Holla just said, hey, my stock's on 1,000. He's PG, like Proving Ground. He's PG. No wonder John stock 10. That shit was dope. And then the last one I wrote down was turn his apple seeds, see what they really call him, Johnny 4, like Johnny Apple Seeds. You know what I'm saying? That shit was dope as well. Crazy round. I mean, that's just some of the bars. I'm saying his whole round was dope as fuck. And I was like, man, there's no way John could, you know, match that shit, match his bars, his intensity. And I don't think he did match his intensity or his performance, because Holla's performance is fucking flawless. And to his credit, John had a lot of bars in the first round. I mean, I thought this was gonna be a total washout for the first round, because, you know, Hitman's performance was just crazy and it was just ridiculous. But he had a lot of bars. I don't care if it's Christmas, the Saint Holiday, sunny, forecast, like when it don't rain. That shit was dope as well. He had a lot of dope bars in there. I gave it to Hitman though. But if you go to the video and look at 316, Big J is making some of the craziest faces. I mean, just probably the whole round. But 316 in particular, John, I can't remember what the bar he says, but it looks like after John said it, you know, Big J was like, it looked like he was taking a shit. It was hilarious, man. The first round for John, he was making some of the funniest faces, man. But I gave the first round to Hitman. I just thought it was better. It was amazing. Probably the best round for me. My favorite round from Hitman was that first round. All right, round 2 for Hitman. He had a lot of dope shit in here. I mean, his rounds kind of went progressively down. I'm not saying these, you know, round 2 is whack at all, because it wasn't. It was dope. A little bit worse than his first round. You know what I'm saying? He did a whole shit about you know moves like basketball moves or, you know, football moves, whatever. Even if he rebuttals, I can give him a step back. Dope hotline right there. Cops came to the scene. All they found was a Porta-John. That's what he said. But then he did the you know, slow it down. All they found was a Porta-John. I got it after the first time. There was way too many slow it downs and hold it ups or whatever the fuck's, you know what I'm saying, the reverses and remixes, whatever the shit in this battle. But Holla's second round was definitely solid round. John's, I thought it was a great round too. Cocked the steel, then put it in his mouth, so he could really talk to my pops for real, some shit, whatever. That shit was dope. I didn't really like the whole Maury show scheme. I thought it was kind of whack. John had another bar that said, I'm letting 8 off if I find out how much Holla jewels are worth. The jewels. That was dope. You know, if you don't get that, I don't see how you don't. 8 off. You know what I'm saying? The Holocaust shit, I mean, some people said some shit like that before. As well as some people said it's 8 off shit, but I just kind of like how he said it. I thought that John's second round was great. You know what I'm saying? Not close to his first round, but good round. Great round 2. I gave the second round pretty clearly to John. So first round to Holla, second round to John the Don. Let me find my sheet here. Third round for Holla. They booed him a lot. Probably 3 minutes in the battle. You know, not like a full straight 3 minutes, but probably for a full minute, if you put it all together, or a minute and a half, they were booing him. He said, the whole world know I don't smoke, so that's the only reason I chose you over a QP. I like that. That shit was hot. And then at the end of his round, he had a crazy body scheme, mouth, back, some whole bunch of parts of the body. Like, that's the definition of the body. That shit was hot as well. But they just booed him a lot. I don't know why the crowd was booing him. I guess they didn't like the shit he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Third round for John the Don. They were booing him too in the first part because he wanted to talk to him and he wasn't, spitting his bars. He was just kind of, rapping to him. They didn't like that shit. So they booed him. You know what I'm saying? But he still had a lot of dope shit in his third round. Didn't you die? Like he said, didn't you die in my second round? Want to play games with my chips? I'll connect 4 and black till it's red like a checkerboard. I like that. And then the last one I wrote down here is I stuck my log in, she got my log off, then I signed out. I thought that shit was really dope. The third round is pretty debatable to me. But I watched it 4 times now. It's like released this about 2 hours ago. That's pretty much impossible to watch it 4 times, so then I had to watch it 3 times. This is 40 minutes, but third round, every time I end up giving it to John the Don, slightly edge it to him every time. First round goes to Holla, second round John the Don. And third round I think is a really only clearly debatable round. First round was dope on both sides, but Holla took that. Second round, both again were dope, but John I thought was just a little bit better. Not even a little bit, I thought it was a lot bit better in the second round. And the third round is just debatable. You can give it to either guy. Every time I watch it 3 times so far, like I said. And every time I give it to John the Don. So I gave him the battle. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Drop a comment, whatever you want to do. Excuse me. I didn't think I was going to be watching another battle today that was better than the Nestle's Thesaurus battle was. If you haven't watched that, check it out. It's a dope battle as well. Probably top 10 of the year that one was, but this one has to be top 5 for me. Definitely a really dope battle. The third round's kind of lackluster though, so maybe if it wasn't in a lot of people's top 5, top 10s, I could see why, because the third rounds for both were lackluster, but the first rounds alone for both were dope. Subscribe. I already said that. Follow me on Twitter, whatever. That's all I got. Yeah. Have a nice day.
He said, show him what it is, I'ma show him what it ain't. I breed some bitches cause I've never been a saint. A date for girls cause I've never been faithful. The way I pull hoes, you would think I was an angel. So I can't be a demon, not much closer to a halo. With the value of gold to your value of a peso.